Hello, my name is Kelly. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to May. I cannot believe that April is already over, but I'm filming this on the 2nd. About to start my final shift at Dimmock's on George Street, a 3-floor bookstore that I have loved working at. And I'm going to miss. So let's kind of bring me out of that by talking about some books. April was my birthday month, so I have a few books that I was given as gifts, and then the other ones are signed books from some author events I've been to recently. We're going to start off with the big one, which is Your Beauty Mark by Dita Von Teese. If you don't know who Dita is, she is a burlesque icon, a vintage glamour icon, and this is the ultimate guide to eccentric glamour, in which she talks about her fitness regime and walking in heels, beauty regimes, style choices. It's just full of these stunning pictures, some of which are a wee bit sexy. Can I find a sexy one? Well, no, right now I can't, but they're gorgeous ones and she's just sexy all the time anyway, so I got that, and my dust jacket is slipping. So put that one there. The next one is a little bit of an in-joke. It is a children's picture book called Mr. Tiger Goes Wild by Peter Brown, and it's about these animals who are walking upright like humans in a town, living very domesticated, stifled lives, but Mr. Tiger here wants to let his inner wildness out. So he starts walking on all fours and being a bit noisy, and then eventually he decides to go out into the wild, but he's a bit lonely there, so eventually he goes back to the village to be with his friends, and his friends meanwhile decide to join him in being a little bit wilder. So I think this is kind of about, well, I think it's a take on creativity actually, and like being true to that inner indefinable wildness. You know, not trying to conform to what everyone else tells you is normal and right. That's just me though. This is The Fatal Shore by Robert Hughes, the last one that I was given for my birthday. This is probably the most famous non-fiction historical book about the First Fleets colonizing Australia, and it's a big one. I really do want to read it, but it's going to take me a while. But it's so highly regarded and it's such an interesting point in history that I have to, and I will, read it. Next, since coming to Australia like a year and a half ago, I have met 2 of my top 3 authors. Within 2 months of being here, I met Robin Hobb, my all-time favourite author and just probably the best fantasy author there is right now. And the other month I met Anne Haran, who wrote the Tales of the Otri. I've laminated these, so sorry if there's glare. And I own those books in Spain already, but I had to buy new copies to get them signed, or rather new second-hand copies. You can see the yellowing on the pages there. So this is Across the Nightingale Floor. This is Grass for His Pillow, book 2. And this is Brilliance of the Moon, book 3. So I got all of those signed. By the way, there are more books in the Tales, but I pretend that it ends at a trilogy because I don't like what happens after. So if I pretend it ends there, then that crap did not happen. This is the world of denial I live in. But she was there actually to promote this new book, Emperor of the 8 Islands, The Tale of Shikonoko. And I think there's 2 or 3 books in this series. I'm not sure yet, but I'm pretty sure they're all being released within the 1 year, which is a strange strategy, but exciting. I was really sad that there was no hardback edition for me though, and I really do not like that part of Australian publishing where we do not get the hardbacks very often. But never mind. She signed it there. Sometimes I regret taking too many books to the signing, because I think when you only take 1 or 2, they'll put something a bit more detailed in the inscription, but whatevs. I did manage to get a little dedicated bookmark, which is cute, and which shall live there forevermore. So I got those. The fact that those are out of order is really annoying me, so don't let me look back again. Next, I went to the Penguin Random House kind of flash forward highlights roadshow thing. I can't remember what they were calling it, but in their swag bag was this book, and the author of this book was actually there at the roadshow talking about it, so I did get it. Why can't I find these inscriptions? I did get it signed down there. It's called The Other Side of Summer by Emily Gale, and it's about a girl in Australia trying to get over a family tragedy with the help of this magical guitar which connects her to an unknown boy, well, a boy that she has never met in England. So there's a little bit of magic to this. I guess it's magical realism, but she spoke very engagingly about it, so I will hopefully read that soon. Definitely magical realism is A Corner of White by Jacqueline Moriarty. This is the first book in the Kingdom of Cello? No, the Cracks in the Kingdom series. I haven't read it yet, but it's very creative. It's very sort of unique and idiosyncratic. And also, Jacqueline Moriarty wrote one of the funniest books I've ever read, which was Finding Cassie Crazy, which is one of the books in the Ashbury High series. So I also bought Feeling Sorry for Syria, which is also from the Ashbury High series. And we talked a little bit about writing. So here she wished me luck with my writing. She was so lovely. And then this one here, yeah, just a sort of standard sentence in there. She was lovely, and she's an Australian author, and she came to the YA book meet at Dimmock's. So I was very happy to meet her. Last book I have to show you, and the final, most recent author that I've met, this is Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. She was there to promote, what is it, Night Study that just came out. And it was her birthday. My birthday is April 15th, and her birthday was April 15th. And the people at Kinokuniya, the bookstore that she hosted the event at, they gave her a pusheen, a birthday pusheen, holding like a little cake. So I had a picture taken with her holding that. And then I went and bought myself a pusheen-icorn, a little one, because I also won like 100 dimbucks at Dimmock's, which is like staff money to spend on books. So I won that. And then I went and spent that on books and that. Anyway, I have read this, and I've talked about it in my most recent, my quarterly wrap-up. She signed it for me. Yeah, she was lovely too. She had so many books to sign, I felt pretty sorry for her. She must have been there for hours after I left. So yeah, Poison Study, blah, 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 blah. I really do need to go to work now, but can we see them? Can we see them? Yeah, we can. Woo. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna have my last shift, I'm gonna try not to cry. I do have a blog now, so please, if you're interested, go to that, I'll link it below. And all my other social media is down there, so you can find me on Twitter, Instagram as @BooKellyJones. You might have noticed that I changed my channel name recently. Maybe I'll do a video about why I did that, but who cares really. See you in the next video, guys. Please like this one if you liked it, and subscribe and all that jazz. Have a wonderful May. It's May again. Can't believe it. Bye, guys.